we're not entirely sure where we're going now. We're heading towards Tiano.
Cross the roundabout, second exit, then
And
go straight on.
then we'll see where we end up. Just made a quick stop at Tiano to stock up on milk and bread and a few other supplies.
100 metres, turn left.
And now we are heading toward Milford Sound. We sort of undenied a bit today about whether we'd do it because the weather forecast wasn't that flash. But as you can see, it's a really sunny day so far, so we thought we'd give it a go.
So we've got 2 hours on a apparently very scenic road. It does mean that tomorrow we have to retrace our steps 2 hours back out. But they say it's worth the effort. I guess we'll find out.
The drive from Tiano to Milford Sound takes about 2 hours. I think we've been driving for nearly an hour. We've seen, I think, half a dozen other vehicles on the road. It does feel a little bit like we've come to the ends of the earth. Or for you Lord of the Rings fans out there, this is very much Middle Earth. I guess the Met Service do know what they're talking about when they say it's going to be wet. I believe. It's a little bit dark and gloomy though.
Right, we made it.
We made it. So from the east coast, we're now on the west coast of the South Island. We're here in Milford Sound after an awesome drive, and we have just booked ourselves on a boat ride to go around the sound. So that should be exciting.
Now it's the middle of July. There's no rain. We've got a little bit lucky.
We're very lucky.
Yeah, but this is certainly a major tourist destination. I think these are the biggest public toilets I've ever seen in New Zealand.
we didn't see many people on our drive here, and there don't seem to be many on this boat either. Why is that?
Well, there are people on the boat, but they're all downstairs. They're having a very nice lunch. I think it was part of their package deal with their bus companies. How would you describe the weather out here?
It's a tad on the chilly side, but at least it's not raining because they had forecast heavy rain, so I think we did get a bit lucky.
Yeah, a chilly wind.
Chilly wind, and you can see there's snow on the mountains behind us.
And it is the middle of July, the middle of winter. Not complaining.
No, can't complain. So what's that coming up in front of us?
So this is the end of Milford Sound, this is the Tasman Sea, and about 1,200 miles that way is Australia.
But we probably won't be able to see it today.
Not today.
And sailed past the entrance of Milford without realising this beautiful fjord had tucked around the corner. It was until 1812 Captain John Groner from Wales came here
And what's that behind you?
It is a group of New Zealand fur seals basking on a rock. So our cruise around the Sounds has finished. How did you enjoy it?
Good, it was actually a better experience than I anticipated. I think the weather had a lot to do with that. It was quite an atmosphere, it was cold, it was windy, low cloud, and I guess we finished and we can go and get lunch because it's now 3 o'clock. So, another campsite, Renee?
Yes, another campsite, and this one is lovely. So we had planned on this trip to basically freedom camp our way around, but it's not that easy in some parts of New Zealand, and it's also been very, very cold, and at least if we have a campsite we have electricity and we can use our fan heater. But this one is pretty stunning.
Actually, one of the disappointing things with this motorhome is the heater. It's a bit feeble, isn't it?
Yeah, the heater has been a disappointment, so we have tried to crank it up a few times, but it only just takes the chill off the air, and because the gas bottle is only 4 kilos, it means we can't run it for that long anyway, so that has been a bit disappointing.
And the temperature's hovering around 0, it's trying to snow.
So it is a bit on the chilly side, but the upside is we get to stay in these good campsites.
Now, what is it about this one that you particularly like?
Well, I like the location.
So what's up there behind you?
Up there behind me are these massive mountains covered in snow.
Yep,
and also they've got a really amazing ablution block.
What is it about this ablution block that makes it better than the others we've used?
It's very clean, it smells really good, you get your own private cubicle, and best of all, it's heated.
Oh, and what's that noise going on?
And there are some very friendly wekas. This little chap's come to visit. A little weka. One of our many native birds. Don't know if you're supposed to be feeding him or not, but
he's a bit peckish.
I bet that's why he hangs around. And so this is the bathroom we were telling you about. So they've got all these separate cubicles. You get your own toilet, got your own shower, and they've even got a heated towel rail. So we've been in a lot of campsites over the last couple of years, and I think this really is one of the best we've been to. Milford now. It's a bit of a grey and kind of gloomy morning. It's 8 o'clock, but it's still quite dark and cloudy. We've really loved coming here actually. It wasn't what we expected, was it? It's a bit like going back to maybe what prehistoric times would look like. But anyway, now we're on our way to Gore, I think, and then possibly to the very bottom of the South Island. Right, so where have we stopped?
Just ahead of us is the Homer Tunnel. It's one way, and here comes the ongoing traffic. We've got another 2.5 minutes to wait before we can go. The weather, as you can see, is very gloomy, very misty, foggy. I think we got lucky yesterday because this was all visible, and we had a good clear day on the water. I don't think it's always like that. And this part of the world has the highest rainfall in New Zealand. I think the guy on the boat yesterday said 8 metres of rain annually. 8 metres. Which
Yeah,
makes
it rains for 200 days, doesn't it, over the year? Yeah.
And today's one of those days, I think.
We weren't quite expecting this. It didn't look like this yesterday when we drove through. So obviously they've had a bit of snowfall overnight.